week we've got floor seats, semen injection, and Bae Sued.
Not him.
We're not talking about that one yet.
Nasiyar with some moosey pot.
This one?
Cool, is that his name?
I don't know.
What's the first one?
For the first story, there was this family that was forced to sit on the floor of an airplane during their flight.
I heard about this.
Why, were they being disruptive?
No, they walked
for their
up
seat?
to their seat and they just didn't exist.
The seats just weren't there?
They weren't there.
Like they took out the seats?
Like it was unbolted from the floor?
That's legal?
No, like they sold seats that they never had.
So it says 37J. There's no 37.
Well, I can tell you the number. It was 41 D, E, and F.
So they had
they just didn't.
spaces,
So it was only
but no
40.
seats.
Whoa.
It only went up to 40?
Probably.
Or were there just spaces where the seats used to be?
I'm not sure because I can't see the floor in the photos.
I know what they happened.
What they happened?
Yep. They probably sold tickets for like a 747 plane, but they got it mixed up and it was like a 737.
So the seating only went up to like 40.
Yeah, they
but
forgot
then-
which plane they were selling tickets for.
Ooh,
Well,
that's
the
like a
airline-
travel.
The airline did say that it was a last minute airplane change.
See?
Then they should just. Oh my god.
Case closed.
Isn't that a
motherfucker.
liability?
Hey, American Airlines.
Them on the floor?
Exactly, and it's actually against the rules.
Yeah.
I mean, who suggested that, right?
Like even when they're landing, all your stuff goes flying out.
Yeah, they don't even let you put shit like on the floor.
Yeah.
Put it underneath the seat.
That's crazy.
Yep. So they did allow the family to sit in those like pull down.
The flight attendant
The
one.
jump seats or
Yeah,
whatever.
but then they
Those
asked,
are uncomfortable.
they asked them if they could move because they had to get the drink service started and all that stuff, and it was there.
Oh,
They
that's
had to sit down on the floor. So this is the family.
yeah.
That's embarrassing.
Why didn't they just wait for the next flight?
That's the family?
Well, because they
Yeah.
already
Why would they
paid
have
for
to?
it. Yeah, it's the
Yeah.
airline's
Why
fault.
would they have to?
What do you mean?
Why would they have to wait for the next line because the airline fucked up?
But there's no chairs.
Yeah, but that sucks.
Or they should be reimbursed or
Yeah,
something.
they should find a different.
Right, that's what I'm saying. What are you talking about? Yeah.
Like when they go, would you be willing to wait for a later flight for $400?
Exactly.
That would be better.
Yeah, yeah. So that's what exactly what I'm saying. If there's no chairs, why you weren't forced to stay in the flight.
Well, yeah,
And even if it was their fault or their mistake, you can still wait for the next flight.
yeah, but they didn't want to. They need.
So if they didn't want to, then that was the family's choice to sit on the floor.
Well, it
But
was
imagine,
still
like,
well,
you
they
had a
walked up to
wedding
the-
or something,
They walked
like-
up to the.
Right. So but then it's a mistake, right? And they happen. So from that point on, you can't play victim if it's your choice to stay there.
I see what you're saying.
See what you're
Right.
saying. Because the sensible thing that a human being would do would be like, I'll get the next flight.
Exactly.
Or give me the double voucher, or give me like $1,000 for this bullshit.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Instead of saying, well, I'll just sit on the floor. And to be honest with you, I'm not defending the airline. I would love to sit on the fucking floor because you could spread your fucking legs out.
No, they
stretch.
said it
you
was
get your
so-
face slammed into the seat.
Yeah, it was so uncomfortable. And
I
it was
don't
dirty.
How do you get it slammed into the seat?
Because any turbulence or like when they slow down or like
It's not like that.
when they land, yeah, it is.
Oh, and when they land, it's gonna hurt your ass for sure. You're gonna fly somewhere. You're gonna be like, boom! All the way to the
Well, they
ceiling.
sat on those chairs that like fold down.
It's still a commercial. You're not in a fighter jet. You know what I mean? It's still a commercial flight.
But haven't you seen like in international flights, like the old Asian ladies like just sitting cross-legged in the back and like chilling or like doing yoga and shit?
Yeah, it's not that bad.
Yup.
Because that's me.
That's me too.
I stretch in the back.
Yeah.
Yeah, international flights are the plane is a lot bigger. It's,
Oh, so it's more stable.
yeah, that's what I think.
It's not like they have ice skates on in their
The
fucking
international planes, when it lands, I could barely feel it.
Yeah.
Yup.
But the smaller ones, like the local, not local, what do you call it?
Domestic?
ones, you could feel that shit, dude.
Especially the ones only like 2 seats on each side.
Or when the fucking pilot sucks ass.
It's like the difference between a cruise and a cruise
Yeah,
ship
yeah,
and
yeah.
like a speedboat.
The little baby boat.
Yeah.
The propeller ones? Have you been on one of those?
Yeah, we had to do that in Costa Rica.
Yeah. The smaller the plane, the crazier it feels.
Yeah.
I've been on those for skydiving. They take you in those tiny little ones.
Oh.
Actually really smooth and it was like they used them as taxis in Costa Rica to get from different places in the country. It was pretty cool, yeah. It was a lot less scary once we were in it than
I want to ride one of those duck planes.
What's a duck plane?
Oh, the ones that land on the water?
Oh, that's so tight.
Yeah, I want to try
seems
that.
so cool.
Doesn't that happen when you go to Fiji?
I don't know, maybe.
Or what? Fiji,
Yeah, yeah.
what do you
Bora
call
Bora.
it?
Maldives?
The Maldives. So you have to
Maldives.
go on a duck plane to go into that shit or something like that.
Hi.
Because Dan and Clara went to the Maldives for the honeymoon. They told me that shit.
You know they're sinking?
We gotta go then.
The Maldives are sinking.
I heard that shit's a bitch though to get there.
It's like a full day, right?
I don't want to be in
A
a plane.
full day. It's like 3 different flights, and it's like a tiny ass little plane to another tiny ass little plane.
I'm straight.
Well, what if you
Hawaii, son.
What if
Similar.
you plan it where like you go to Hawaii, stay there for a day or two, and then you go to like Thailand, and then you go to
That would be amazing.
yeah. Then you spend some time until you get there.
Yeah, if you could spread it out a bit, but then
Yeah.
we need a solid month.
You know, no one got time like that.
And you go straight there because it's a whole day to
Rich people do. That's
Flight
why.
to Thailand, that's a long flight.
Oh yeah, that's still long.
If you were gonna do that, maybe go like Thailand, Singapore, Bali, like in the same area.
right.
Yeah.
We did a trip from Australia to Malaysia, and I thought it was gonna be a quick flight because it's like there somewhere.
7 hours or
It
something.
was still freaking long.
Yeah.
Yeah, so with this family here, they complained once they arrived to their destination, and they were given 30 British pounds.
Oh, that's
Little
ridiculous.
gesture. So then they ended up contacting this program that's called Rip Off Britain, and they told this program the entire situation. And then finally, they contacted the airline, which is called TUI, and they were able to give the family a full 1,300 British pound refund.
Oh, nice.
But after all that,
So they didn't even bother to fix the situation. Like, did the
they
airline?
offer?
Yeah, just go. Well, I don't know where your seats are.
They might have different policies than airlines in America.
well, no, they did say that it is not like never allowed to let someone
Exactly.
sit
I can't believe they let it. So it almost sounds like the flight attendant told them, "Well, you could sit on the floor."
Like, guess we will.
Yeah, I know. Like this is all kinds of fucked up.
Yeah.
Penalized for letting that happen?
But this also shows you don't really have to sit in a chair to be safe. That's what it really shows.
Bro, so the next time
You're such an Asian dad.
seatbelt, I'm gonna say no.
No, because like, you know, like they always tell you these things like, oh, you can't ride on the back of a truck bed. I'm like, you know how many truck beds I've ridden on the back of? It's perfectly awesome.
Ever since I saw Rambo riding in a cargo plane with a bunch of chickens and pigs and shit, I said, you don't need to have seatbelts on a plane.
All right, moving on to the
We
next
should run the
story.
world.
I love the logic involved. I saw Rambo, he did it, I could do it.
Bunch of country ass bumpkins over here, dude.
For our next story, this man in Ireland, he was self-administering doses of his own semen
To who?
cure himself.
Oh my god, he was eating his own
Like,
cum.
yeah, he was eating it or injecting it?
Injecting his own semen to cure his back pain.
Wait, why?
Was it working?
Where did he read that was a
There
thing?
was nothing written ever of this being
Did he mix it up with like stem cells?
Oh, that could be what
think
he
so.
thought it was.
It's a 33-year-old man.
Oh god.
So he has a history of chronic lower back pain. He
Smoke some weed, damn. Like, don't inject yourself with your own semen.
Stretch, maybe?
I wonder what research you read about cum therapy.
There has been reports of subcutaneous semen injection into rats and rabbits, but it's never been done on humans.
And those rabbits have really nice backs now?
I don't know exactly what they used it for.
Yeah.
The rabbits are like, my back feels nice.
Yeah, they're like,
How did he know the cum was gonna target the
I
back?
think he did mix it up with.
Maybe he was trying to make a comeback. Thank you.
Do another one, do another one, do another one.
Maybe,
She has to find one.
come back later. It's kind of the same word.
Nice.
Yeah, so he was injecting himself with a monthly dose of semen.
Monthly?
For 18 consecutive months using a hypodermic needle that he bought online.
Has it been
But
working
in
though?
this particular occasion that led him to the hospital, he gave himself 3 doses of semen.
Do you think he like got boners from it? Like he just like that was his kink? Like maybe he's just like, no, it's for my back.
What happened? Like, did he get hurt or?
Yes,
Infection?
the semen was leaked into soft tissues, and so he was given intravenous antimicrobial treatment. That's what happened in the hospital. But I don't know exactly what it was that made him go
Yeah.
like, oh shit, I need to go to the
Dude,
hospital.
if I was a physician and I asked you, so what's going on with your back? I've been putting cum in my back. Okay, really, dude, what's been going on with your back? I take this needle, I come into a petri dish, and then I do this. I would kill him on sight.
and then he
would not.
shows
You
you,
would laugh at
he
him.
turns it around and he shows you, and you see the hole, and you press it, and sperm comes out. What the fuck?
Like popping a pimple.
Pus from a pimple?
I would be so fucking mad. I'd be like, who told you this?
Oh my god.
And he just looks at me dead in the eye. He goes, stem cells, baby.
Yeah.
Like, this conversation.
Oh, semen.
Yeah, you know, semen cells and stem
And you know
cells.
how
the same
cum
thing.
acts like? You know when it goes into the body, it's just looking for the ovaries. So it's just swimming like a motherfucker trying to infiltrate
Those
shit.
poor sperm.
They got tricked and shit. They're like, this is the lower back. This isn't a pussy.
So you got a million fucking parasites just crawling up in in your blood vessel trying to fucking infiltrate something.
Oh,
Where did the logic come from that?
I don't know.
What country
I
did this
wonder if
happen?
the sperm dies immediately when it touches blood.
Man, I'm trying to get fucking
yeah.
stem cells in my body right now.
I would be nervous that you know how like if an air bubble goes into your vein, then you die.
Yep.
Like what if he accidentally he cummed in his vein? Like what if that happened? It's so scary.
Well, that's why he had to get an antimicrobial treatment.
oh my God, that's just so crazy.
That's so weird.
They did mention too that he left the hospital without draining the wound.
Because
The doctor was probably like, "Nah, I'm good."
Don't come back.
probably wouldn't let them. He goes, well, we're gonna drink. No, I need it. Fucking this little wet stain on the back of his.
It's so gross.
Bro, clean the bleach off your shirt first. What's that smell, dude? Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah, cum smells bad after like.
I mean,
Especially if the person's only been drinking rock stars.
I know Rockstar come.
what gets people to think this doctor don't know shit? I'm gonna come on myself.
Ew.
That Rockstar cum smells funny.
Gross.
Smells like Monster.
Oh my god. Next. What about the Salt Bay?
Yeah, let's go next.
Where does he buy his thinnest undershirts always?
I know. They look so comfy.
They look so soft.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're probably like $1,000
There's a
shirt.
Salt Bay in case you guys forgot what he looks like.
The sheerest undershirts in the
Damn,
world.
not one wrinkle, dude.
He boxes too, which is kind of cool.
He's actually really good.
Yeah, I was like, holy shit.
He's actually really good.
I think he was like an amateur boxer or something.
Damn.
That fool looks like he does art a lot.
Naked. With the glasses on only.
Salt.
I feel like I've seen so many parodies that I forgot what he looked like.
He looks like he fucks with those sunglasses and socks on.
And socks
Yeah.
on.
What if he
Same time.
always wears sunglasses because he's like this?
Oh, like Music Soul Child?
Oh yeah, I was so dude. He's so fucking dope. And then when I saw his cross, I went, oh,
Jermaine did pretty too, right?
oh really?
No? Maybe I made that
He
up.
just looks kind of faded a little
He
bit.
has a lazy eye like a motherfuck, dude.
That's the best move his team could have made for him, though.
Dude, when I saw that shit, that fucking made all of his songs terrible to me.
Right?
It was all off key.
That's how I felt when Ryan Gosling sang in La La Land, because it's like, ooh, Ryan Gosling, he's so mysterious. And then he started singing, and I was like, no.
Exactly.
No, you're ruining my world. Stop, Ryan
All of his
Gosling.
songs went off key by like half a key or some shit, right? When I was like, oh
I like
shit.
when he was like brooding in silence and he was like says the right thing, only the right thing, and otherwise he's comfortable with the silence.
He's the highest paid actor to never say anything in a film.
No.
I don't know if I could tell Keys because I thought Ryan was pretty good.
I thought so too.
Or was it the type of music?
It might-
Doing the musical.
I don't know what it was, but I did not enjoy it.
But I also found out in my 23andMe, I'm 50% off on pitches.
Really?
Yeah, it tells you like how what is the word like where you can
Tone deaf?
Not tone deaf. There's another word they use, but it's like if you have like perfect pitch or
Oh
whatever.
yeah.
I'm 50% chance I don't have it.
Like,
That stuff's not always accurate. It said like I would taste cilantro as soap and I don't.
What's in most
But that's why
likely?
it's always chances. It's always probably because it's whatever alleles are expressed.
Yeah.
But mine is 50% chance.
I know I can't sing, but
You can hear it.
I just liked Ryan Gosling when he was like more quiet. Just like that branding better.
It's like when you get to know someone too much and you thought they were
Yeah.
hot and then they like become a human being and you're like, ew.
oh, wait, I don't want to see your flaws.
Yucky.
All right, so Salt Bae, he is being sued from like his ex staffers because they are claiming that he would swipe tips from them and then fired them for complaining.
Damn, he's smooth criminal.
Manhattan.
I've heard a lot of bad reviews about his restaurant though.
Is it his restaurant?
It could be a lot of haters, too.
Well, it's not. It's like if you read them, like it's like people who really wanted to like the place because they love Salt Bae so much. So they're not haters, they're his fans. And so
Oh, I
because his prices are fucking ridiculous. Like the cheapest thing on his shit is like a burger. And the burger's like it's like 20 or 30 bucks or some shit like that.
But is his restaurant in Dubai?
I think he has multiple restaurants.
has multiple ones.
okay.
But maybe his main?
The one we're talking about here is in Manhattan.
Yeah.
So does he fly around the world just to fucking do his
I'm sure.
let me fuck the beef?
Yeah.
Does he do that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because the beef quality looks amazing.
Yeah.
Just when I see in the video.
Yeah,
yeah.
he goes da-da-da-da-da, and then he swipes
Fucking
it.
marbling and all this stuff. I was like, yo, that beef looks good. But then I saw the prices, it's ridiculous.
I'm always so scared when he has a knife. I'm like, ah.
But he got skills though.
I know, but
He makes me
still,
wanna
like I feel
fuck
like if
the
he
piece of
didn't,
meat that he just
he's just like,
He's a butcher by
People
trade.
were saying that
Yeah,
they didn't
I
like the
know.
prices, or they're just saying they didn't like the food.
It was both. So it was like the food was very whatever, which, you know, it's steak. You can make it at your fucking house. And then on top of that, the prices were ridiculous. The weight's ridiculous. The price is ridiculous. There's nothing that's cheap on it. There's no way that a burger should be like $30, unless it's like A5 Wagyu on it. And even then it'd be like 100 and something, but that's not what he's serving. I read the reviews and I was like, oh, makes sense. Because it seems there are stuff that they do like on it, but they're saying like what you get for what you pay is like here and here. You know, so if you're walking away with a $600 bill, right, for a steak and like 2 sides, you know what I'm saying, like,
Damn.
or like a $500, whatever, it's still ridiculous.
That's
you know?
expensive.
Have you been to Trejo's Tacos?
Yeah.
Like Trejo's?
The vegan?
That was really good.
Those tacos are
it's got that-
expensive for me too. I'm like, damn, $6 for it.
No, I can't pay $6 for a taco.
They're supposed to be like the new age gourmet style tacos.
It's really good,
Tacos.
Yeah.
but I'm too cheap. I'm like, this is too expensive.
I like
You're
it.
alone, honey.
You know, people have that argument, right? There's like, well, why can't it be fancy? It's not that. It's that arguably, too, like, if you have a street taco and that, right? The way you made that is the same way that they made the street taco. The masa was made, you know, they did it by hand. You did it by hand. You're using the same meat. You're using the same meat, but yours looks prettier. So why should I pay more for
Well,
it?
well, the Trejo's Tacos, they use all organic ingredients.
Fuck
It's
that
like, more
shit.
like that.
Yeah.
It's like a clean eating version of street food.
That fool's face don't even look organic.
No, that fool's face is fucked up. I will say this though.
Damn, dude.
Well, I see a lot of like restaurants try to elevate Vietnamese food, right? But they're not
It
elevating.
doesn't need to be elevated.
They're not doing anything new to it. It's like it's the same shit. You know, like you're not doing anything new. Show me something new. Right?
Yeah.
So unless you're going to show me something new instead of saying that, oh, it's elevated because I changed the setting, then I'm not going to pay fucking $18 for your bowl of pho.
Yeah.
So show me what you're
That's
doing.
different types of clientele because some people just go pay for the restaurant experience.
Yeah.
The atmosphere.
Yeah, the
I had
atmosphere.
a bun me sandwich. It's this place in DTLA, and they, you know, the food's good, right? But,
DTLA, goddamn, you cool.
oh, is it? Is that not what it's called?
It is what it's called.
Okay.
KTLA,
We
get it
just
right.
say downtown.
Yeah, so that place, like,
I write
the bun me was
DTLA.
like $20, right? And I thought it was gonna be some next level shit, but it was one of the most basic bun me sandwiches I've ever had, and I paid $20 for it.
Whoa.
Because they said, oh, it's made with pork belly. I was like, you can get a regular pork belly one for fucking $4. So what did I just pay for? I think that's like
It's your fault.
Less roaches in the kitchen.
It's thievery.
That means it's less flavor.
Ew.
That's what I don't like. It's like you better show me something dope.
I see.
Well, it just depends on what you value, like she was saying.
Because, like, for example, like I think there's a lot of American food that does that really well. So you have your regular mac and cheese that you have, but then there's other mac and cheese where they put
Truffle mac and
truffles in
Yeah.
it. They put like very aged cheese, right? They throw like Maine lobster. So I understand like
Because
what
the
I mean.
cost of goods to create it is
Exactly.
expensive versus these other places where it's the same.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it has to make sense. And you can't fool us. Like we're fucking Asian. You know what I mean? Like we know what this
I do like Trejo's Tacos though. It was pretty
Yeah.
good.
I wouldn't call it street tacos, though.
I think that's the difference here is that there's already something that exists.
Yeah.
So it's difficult for people to get around something new
Right.
and palate that and pay more.
What I saw was like a healthier version of street food because I personally got stomach aches from eating street food. Like I just have a really sensitive stomach in that
Supposed
way.
to get those.
You're supposed to get
This one
the.
didn't give me heartburn, so I was like, oh, tight.
Yeah.
It's an option that doesn't give me heartburn.
That's another thing too. It looks like it's gonna be like really nasty and greasy and like heavy, and then you eat it and you're like, oh, it's pretty clean.
Yeah.
Because we get the tacos next to our brother's house, and every time I eat it, I'm always like, fuck, I'm gonna have diarrhea later. And I do. But when I do,
You're really
I'm also
selling it.
I'm also like, yes, I got the full experience. You know what I mean?
But you like pain, Bart.
I don't like pain out through my butthole.
You need it to
I know
live.
specifically the red sauce. If I eat just the green sauce, I'd be fine. But some meats beg for the red sauce.
See, I was on your side. Now I'm on the Trejo tacos. Trejo's tacos.